Hi, Jillian.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me today and for this little interview, and so that members can get to know you a little bit better, and so I can get to know you a bit better.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problem. So let's dive right in, and I would love to ask you how you got involved in construction. I know you went to Red River College, but why choose the stream you did, and where has it taken you?
Yeah, so I got into construction through Red River College, like you said, but I had an interest all my life kind of more at the interior design, and that was the part that kind of catered to my interests a little bit more, but also the architecture. I had never really conceived of how it all went together. But then when I went to Red River College and I started to learn some of that info, it really kind of sparked that curiosity and interest with me. And then actually through that program, you get work experience sections throughout your summer. You have a 6 months, two 6 months work co-op experiences. And during my co-op experience with Bird Construction, I just completely fell in love with working with the consultants, working with the client, and also working with the sub-trades and meeting the people who are putting the building together. And that's what really motivated me to pursue working in construction, and not as much on the design side. That was initially my intention when I had gone to school, but actually once I had gotten a taste of working on the general contracting side, I really loved it. So it was kind of the mix of everything, where it's you get pieces of accounting, you get pieces of project management and scheduling, and also the technical aspects, and I love the diversity of it.
So what stream did you take in Red River College?
Yeah, I took the architectural technology stream. Okay. So you had the option of structural or geomatics and environmental, and I had gone with architectural. I really liked the working with Revit, and I really liked I did enjoy the idea of the design side of things, but you do still get that when you're in construction too. So that's one thing I didn't realize. So yeah, that's what stuck with me.
Okay, so you've talked a little bit about some of the different things that you love about working for a general contractor, but what do you really like about construction per se?
Oh, that's a good question. With construction, I love the practicality of it. I love how you can watch something go from paper to like real life. It's honestly a magical feeling seeing something you put your hard work into and you meet the other people that put that hard work into, and you come out with something physical at the end that then you end up driving past and pointing out probably every time. People get sick of it, but I love to point out something that I worked on, and the pride behind that aspect, as well as the pride that people take in their workmanship is something I really love.
You've been on site quite a bit as well, right? What do you find is a difference between being on site and being in the office?
Well, despite the noise, that's the first thing. But so being on site, you're working with the people who are building, whereas in the office, I'm working with the project managers or maybe the accountants, and kind of more so doing doing those roles. So I like being on site and answering the questions, and maybe even having to make a call and just be confident and go with it, or and also helping the people on site, guide them and help them digest the contract documents and make sure that they're executing the work exactly how it's intended to be. So that's one aspect where there's a lot more quality control with the actual built environment. But so I think sometimes I feel stronger in my skills when it comes to the office tasks. I know that I'm good at admin and sending emails and processing change orders and stuff. And sometimes those decisions on site make me nervous, but that's really where you can get some good experience from.
Yeah, I've found too that you can learn so much from the tradespeople that are on the sites, that are physically doing the work that you've put on a drawing or is there, and they look at it with very different eyes, and they see problems that you would never have thought of because you've either done it in 2D or even now 3D, but they have that practicality, and it increases your skills so much when you then go to the next job and you take all of that with you. So I've always enjoyed that part too.
And they're amazing at suggesting solutions, and like sometimes it's even if you have it in 3D, it can be difficult to envision and picture a technical, like a bulkhead that has like a very a lot of different tie-ins. So getting somebody who it's their bread and butter every day, they frame that, just speaking to them and having them resolve it can be so much quicker and more efficient, and then you can really learn something from them as well. So I totally agree.
Absolutely. So what would you change about our industry, construction industry, if you could wave a magic wand? What would it be?
I think there's things that I do see sparks of changes in already. That, I mean, in terms of technology integration, I think there's a lot we can do that's I think is becoming more of an industry standard, but it's just increasing those industry standards when it comes to technology. I love the integration of 3D modeling and building, and using 3D collaboration and clash detection, and making that more of an industry standard, and seeing that even in smaller builds, or and maybe kind of making that process more efficient, and so that it can kind of span across more projects. And also, utilizing more modern technology and project admin and delivery, and just using better processes and softwares and applications that kind of assist us. I rely so much on my laptop and my technology, and it offers so much to help me do my job more efficiently. So diving more into that, and as well on the site side, I think that's the side that sometimes takes a little bit longer to gain technologies with 3D scanning and that type of thing. But there's a lot out there that we can do, and I think those technologies are building rapidly and making project delivery more efficient, and scheduling and manpower scheduling a lot more integrated with all of the cycles and the steps of a construction project. So seeing technology improve and continue to improve, as well as I guess that would be my main answer.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't quite understand the role that technology plays, and especially when we're reaching out to women and younger women and thinking about construction as a career. That IT sector, or learning new softwares, programming new softwares, the understanding of the construction industry could play a huge role in developing software and stuff. So I think that's another avenue we can encourage women to take a look at and pull them into our fold.
That's a great idea. I totally agree.
I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I'm going to ask you a couple questions, more personal, so our members get to know sort of who you are more so. So they'll be a little bit off the wall maybe in some cases, but are you a cat or a dog person?
Oh man. Oh, I love both. I was always a dog person until I actually owned a cat, and oh man, yeah, they're different when you own them. So I think I would still say a dog person, but boy, I sure love cats. But I'm allergic to them, so I still own them, but I just kind of always have the sniffles.
Coffee or tea drinker?
I am a coffee drinker, but I love a nice cup of tea in the evening for sure.
Okay, sounds good. Some of our members may know that you have a few tattoos.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite tattoo? And you don't have to show us necessarily, but do you have a favorite one? And give us a little bit of reason why it would be a favorite.
I think I don't think it's my favorite, because I don't know if I have a favorite, but my most recent one is a Furby on my left leg, and it's a Furby is a little animatronic toy from the 90s, and it's a reminder of my mom, because she got me a Furby for Christmas in the year that they were very sensational. Yeah. And I just felt like such a spoiled little princess with my Furby when I got it. It was the best gift I still have ever got, and I still have it, and it's a very treasured item of mine. So yeah, that's one for sure.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you a reader or do you watch TV?
Oh yeah, I'm a TV watcher for sure. I wish I was more of a reader, but yeah, I'm a TV watcher.
Are you general cable or a streamer?
We canceled our cable last year. So yeah, we're dedicated streamers now. Okay. And actually, for the most part, we watch YouTube instead of TV nowadays. So I get a lot of viewing from YouTube these days.
Okay. Other than YouTube, your favorite streaming service then?
I guess I would go with Disney Plus. I love the classics, and they have some of the new stuff like Star Wars and Marvel. So yeah, that would third for sure. Okay, awesome.
So since you put in that, I'm going to ask you, have you ever been to Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, I went this year actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went this year, and it was so great to be around people, and it's so fun to see families and individuals getting together and just loving the things that they love and totally like geeking out at it, and I do the same. So yeah, it's one of my favorite events every year for sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
good. So you mentioned it was nice to be with people and with this whole COVID thing. Have you learned anything about yourself over the last 18, 20 months? Being more isolated, working from home in some cases. Did you learn anything about yourself?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself in this last 18 months or so. Yeah, it has been incredible to kind of go through something like this. It's been really a lot, but yeah, I've been amazed at kind of my own personal resiliency and everybody else's around me, because it's been tough, and it's been tough for people and for families and individuals, kind of even people who are living on their own, or people separated by distance with people. So yeah, my whole family kind of is spread across Canada. So we've learned a lot of new ways to connect with each other and use technology to stay in touch with each other. And actually, even my mom and I, have learned a new skill through this pandemic. We started painting, kind of doing like virtual paint nights every night, and we do them every Sunday still. So we paint cards now. We were running out of wall space for all of our paintings, so now we just paint cards and send them to people and say hello. So it's a nice way to stay connected and learn something too. So
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I loved getting a chance to get to know you a little bit better, and I know the members are going to appreciate it. So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, and I love being an MWC board member and volunteer, and yeah, I look forward to what we're building. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.